So, make sure I have this on here. Can everyone hear? Are we on? Can you hear me? No. Can you hear me? Okay. Oh my heavens. I am so excited. I am so excited. I am so thrilled that all of you are here. I am Ginny Favid. I am chairman of the board. And there is our esteemed Congressman David McKinley. Thank you for being here. Ladies and gentlemen, the Governor of West Virginia, Jim Justice, please join me.
Over here. Oh. First of all, I love it. We've got a lot of people here. Today's a good day. Great day. You know, we're red for a reason. And I got it. Tell you this story real quick, and I won't bore you with stuff, but I'll make you smile and laugh, and I really believe that the good Lord gave us all that ability, and He gave it to us for a reason, and that is just this life is pretty tough, and you just went through a moment here that was a photo finish, and it's pretty tough, but I really truly believe you hang in there, and you use that ability to smile and laugh sometime, and know that He's there, and He's looking after you. So, but in all that, I had to get an MRI on my back. And I had a meeting at Morgantown that I had to go to, so I just scheduled it over there, ran over there, just been there. And that's why my hair is probably sticking up everywhere under the sun. But I've got this phobia about the MRI unit anyway. And just think about my size and think about that hole. Now, let me go back, and I've got to tell you this, and this is as true could be, because you see, I always think the funny things in life are the true things. A long time ago, I was still pretty good size, but I had a shoulder injury, and I knew the orthopedic surgeon at UVA, his name was Dr. Frank McHugh, and he traveled with the football team and all this kind of stuff, and I'll talk about you guys in just a second. But he was the legend down there, and he's a good friend. And so I'm down there with him. He said, Jim, you've got to get an MRI of that shoulder. Now this is as true could be. I went to the main MRI unit, and they were booked completely up, and they sent me about 3 blocks downtown to a house that had an MRI unit there. And it was an older MRI unit, so therefore the hole wasn't as big as the MRI unit at the main hospital. It's a long time ago. The holes were smaller then than they are today. And I'm worried about how they are today. But nevertheless, I got in there, literally, they took my arms and folded my arms just like this. There was a black lady and a white lady, and they were like me, they had probably been fed too good. And both of them were pretty good size. And one of them, again, Lord strike me dead, pushed on this shoulder and the other one on that shoulder and right in that hole right there. You talk about jammed in a mess, there I am. And if the Lord again strikes me dead, I'm the more just in the hole, and thunder rings, and the power in the entire building goes out. And about that time, the white lady is from somewhere in the south, and she ran in screaming, Lord Almighty, we got to get this man out of this hole. And they're pulling on my legs, and then the power came back on. So I've had a traumatic day so far. But I would tell you just this. Think about these great athletes and young men that are right here. You know, think about your football team. Think about this great, great school. And think about all the incredible things that go on in this community. You know, when this came directly to my attention, it came from your congressman. And your congressman is a star. And he called me and said, Governor, I don't know what we can do, but Governor, we got to do something. Because we're about to lose this school. And I know that you have new administrative people and everything, you're doing stuff great, and I know of the food fight that you were having with WVU or whomever it all was, but the bottom line, at the end of the day, something had to be done, and it had to be done then. Right then. Well, I'm going to tell you just this, and I can't say it any better than just this, is we've pushed the right buttons, and without any question whatsoever, we're not going to close the school. That's all there is to it. Now, there's still boogers in the closet that we've got to clean up. But you got a lot of people, from the diocese to your great congressman to your governor, to the great people in your administration, to all the wonderful people that are working here in every way, to this incredible community, to your county commissioners, to everyone, to your mayor, to everybody right here that's pulling the road, plus your wonderful students. And I'm going to tell you just this. This is a really special place. And you should be really, really proud. And we've got one other thing that's been just thrown in our lap in the last few days, and it's just this. And it's the fact that we could have a major hospital closing. A closing that could affect 1,200 jobs. It's unbelievable the number of jobs. And we've got to some way tackle that problem and stop that issue as well. You know, you just think of how important it is and all the leaps and bounds that we're making within this state. Now, I can sit here and I can talk to you about all the great stuff we're doing, and there has been a bunch of stuff. But I'm going to tell you just this in all there is to it. This is exactly how I feel and exactly how I operate. You see, I tell the truth all the time, and all I expect out of others is just that. And sometimes that's tough to give. You see, I'm a business guy. I'm going to tell you just this, and I'll bet you anything you want to bet on this, and this is the only egotistical thing I'm going to tell you. But if you put the pieces to the puzzle out on this table, and you said, somebody figure out the puzzle, I'm going to tell you there's nobody better than me in the world to figure that out. But I'm going to also tell you just this. If you put no pieces on the puzzle and said, figure out what to do, then I'm terrible. If there's no hope, I'm terrible. But if there's light at the end of the tunnel, and there's light, do you have any idea how significant that word is, light? If there's light at the end of the tunnel, then I'm pretty tough. And I'm going to tell you just this. You got another guy really tough that's going to speak right now. We have got to solve this riddle as far as here. In addition to that, we have spoken, to the higher ed board. We have spoken to WVU. WVU, there was a food fight going on here that now, hopefully, to goodness, will end. I don't know if WVU is the right decision or the wrong decision at this point in time. All I know is the decision is just this. We can't lose an asset like Wheeling University in this community, in this state. We can't lose these assets. That's what I know. And I know the players that now can move to the board are playing in the sandbox well together. Do I know that it's going to work out with Wheeling University and WVU? No, I don't know that. Do I know that it's going to work out between the Med Center that we just are losing or Jeopardy of losing and WVU? No. But you know what I do know? I know this. This school's not closing on my watch. And I don't think it's closing on a congressman's watch. And the other thing we got to do, we got to find a way to preserve those jobs. You know, the congressman makes one point that is unbelievable, and it's just this. The psych center at that hospital is phenomenally important. If there's ever a time with all the issues that we've got going on, what are we going to do? Awaken to another catastrophe in this country? Another catastrophe in this country? Every day on the news, every day we say, people, you, all of you, every one of you, all of us. Today we encounter so many more things in life that we got to deal with that we didn't have to deal with before. We got to preserve the psych center. We got to preserve these jobs. You live in an incredible community. You know, I had the opportunity years ago to take some online classes. There was a guy here, his name was Larry Jones. And I don't know if Larry's where Larry is, but he'd have to be 1,000 years old now. I'm just teasing. He's probably not as old as me. But nevertheless, incredible school, incredible community. And all I can say is we just got to solve the riddle. I'm going to pass the torch to a great congressman that could never in the world, you could never on this planet have a better representative than this man. He's my buddy, and his brother David, come on. You got the mic, my friend.
We got to work. This thing's going to stay. It's got to stay. I don't know about the rest of it. It's a remark I make often quietly in politics. I don't like politics. I really don't. And I got into this game to make sure that some of the policies, things that had to change, if you're going to affect public policy, you have to do it from the inside. If you're sitting Wendy, on the outside, you saw what it was like. On the outside, you got nothing accomplished. But you got to get inside. You got to give up your comfort zone and get involved in this process. And I left a good business. We were part of the design team that designed this building and several others here on campus. So I understand how, from the business perspective that the governor's talking about. You got to bring a business perspective. It's not a political perspective, but a business perspective to it. And that's what we're trying to do. And with this, you got me already at the catch 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago when we started talking about the future of Wheeling Jesuit at that time. Because my brother-in-law went here, my wife graduated from here, my grandmother was the house mothers here. I went to classes here during summer classes from Purdue. So we have a relationship that you all can't appreciate. And what Jim was just saying, the governor was just saying, we're not going to let this thing close or fall on our watch. It's not going to happen. I didn't go there to make a change in Washington to see something decay in my backyard. That's why it was important that me, as soon as we got this thing started to come to maybe a little bit better fruition where we had to come, he was my first call. Jim Justice has a way that he can cut through a lot of the jargon. He is like I am. We don't care for politics. Does it work? Is it good for the people? If it is, let's make something happen. Let's save this institution. There's history here. There's something very powerful that we have to do. And within hours, and then Jenny got to me, was it last Thursday perhaps? We got hold of the governor, just like that. Within 2 hours, he was in touch with her. We know this man is going to be instrumental in making all this go together. But you've got some friends. We're not backing down from this fight at all. I'm Scotch Irish. I don't know about the we know we're on the right, we don't back down from a fight. And I think that's what we're into right now, because this community is under duress now. Not only here, but in hospitals, people with the psych center, the psych department, the ER, I can go on. We've got to make sure that those people are taken care of. That's why Jim and I are working as closely as we can together to make sure this thing's taken care of. Because we know when school opens up, there's going to be more demand. We know that from the psych. There are going to be more demands in those adolescent and child care, psychology at OB. We got to make sure that we're there for them. Those are the people side. That's not politics. That's the people side. So, Mayor, thank you for being here. We're gonna work together. We're gonna make sure this continues to stay, because this university is too much of my fabric and the fabric of this town. Those of you that have just come here the last few years understand there's a history here, and we're gonna be with you, anyone that's involved. We're gonna make sure this survives. So I'll just leave it at that. Jim Justice is gonna be a good friend, and he'll be very, very valuable as we go forward. Jenny has got the story down. She's got it packed. She understands what has to happen. I got a little tired talking to some of the people when they came over to Washington. They sat down and tried to sell us a bill of goods. I don't know about some of you, but you know, after you've been in business long enough, you can smell something when it doesn't smell right. And I kept getting that from them. Something's not right here. And Jenny caught it and corrected it. Now we got something, we got a chance to really go forward with it. So we're all in this together. God bless all of you. God bless this university.
Before we go a little further, I want to make sure that we introduce a few people.
I'm getting my stool.
Oh, you can have that. It's like three little bears. It's his stool. I want to make a note of our dignitaries that we have in the room with us, because I'm always amazed. Only in Wheeling, do we have the opportunity to spend time with these individuals. Congressman McKinley, thank you for being here. Governor Justice, thank you. From the bottom of my heart. It means the world to us. My friend, Mayor Glenn Elliott, Vice Mayor Chad Coleman, Councilwoman Wendy Scatterday, former Sheriff Tom Burgoyne, how are you? Thank you for being here with us. Senator Ryan Weld, thank you for being with us today. City Manager Bob Herron, thank you for being here. Representatives of the Wheeling Charleston Diocese, Tim Bishop, Chad, I think Chad is here as well, Chad. And, I love Wheeling because we know everyone. And even in times of trouble, if you have conversations, you'll find that you have connections. So our next speaker is Chancellor Sarah Tucker, who actually is from Wheeling. She was in the second class of Lindsley that ever graduated women. And she and I had an opportunity to talk last night. And Sarah is the Chancellor of the Higher Education Policy Commission, which has been on site with us for the last 2 days. I think you all know that we had a site visit. And she is here to speak with us tonight. And thank you. Thank you for being here and being back in your community.
It is a pleasure to be here today. As your board chair said, I am in fact a Wheeling native, born and bred, happy to be home. Quick trip this time, so the grandchild doesn't get to see the grandpa. I was not too happy about that, but we'll just muscle through. I know, as well as all of you, that Wheeling University has a very long-standing history of serving students in this community, in this region. And all we all want to do is make sure that this institution is successful. Our shared goal, or at least I hope our shared goal, is to ensure that the best outcomes are humanly possible for Wheeling University students. And we can be united in that goal, as long as we make sure that we keep our students a priority. And I know that this institution has and will continue to do so. The governor and the congressman have been working very hard with Wheeling University and with the diocese to make sure that the school has the resources that it needs to support its students. And the commission, the organization that I work with, looks forward to working with them. As the board chair mentioned, my staff has been here for the past 2 days, asking lots of questions, getting lots of answers, getting to meet all of you. You have all treated them very well, and I appreciate that very much. I debriefed with them very quickly because I was on the road up from Charleston as they were on the road back from Charleston, and asked them how the site visit went. And they told me that they will be recommending to the commission on Friday morning that this institution is reauthorized for the next year. You all know that there is a lot of work to do ahead. This institution has a lot of work to do to get back fully on its feet. Our office supports you in doing that. We'll help you in any way that we can. We look forward to working with you for the betterment of all of these incredible students who are standing here today. Take care.
It's my pleasure to now introduce the mayor of Wheeling, my friend, also a Lindsley alum, Mayor Glenn Elliott.
Thanks so much for the opportunity here today, and thank you, Governor, and thank you, Congressman. I've been in touch with you both here over the last few weeks on this and on the OB situation. They're both incredibly significant developments in our community that has caused a lot of sort of community stress and angst. I think we're both. The good news here is today, of course, Wheeling University is going to stay here, and that is obviously wonderful news. What this university has meant to this community. It's had different names over the years, but it's meant the same thing. This the fabric in our community. It's interwoven. The students and the faculty, they live in the neighborhoods, they eat in the restaurants, they shop at our stores, and they add so much diversity to our community. The thought of not having this here in the geographic heart of our city is something I didn't want to contemplate as mayor, and I'm glad it's not going to happen in my life. We're very thrilled that this is going to keep staying here going forward. We need to work with this. The city is prepared to work with this university however we can. We worked last year very closely to do the Cardinal Fest for incoming students, and we're going to keep working ways to introduce students into the greater Wheeling community, get them off campus and get them into community more, because it's important for what this means to our city and our people here. This institution of higher learning stays here. With respect to the High Valley situation, I haven't met this, I just want to say I can't thank these two gentlemen enough, because that is something that faced us, like a, I don't know what, it just came, it wasn't a complete surprise, but the news of closing and losing 900 jobs locally, 1,200 in this valley is something we didn't want to contemplate. So we are, both offices work with us, we work with our Senate staffs as well. We feel pretty good about, a solution down the road there that's going to be something I think will be much better than, what the newspaper predicted, a complete closure. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's going to take a lot of work. And I can't say enough about these gentlemen stepping up and putting themselves into that process, because we need to work together at the state, the federal, and the city level, or this doesn't happen. So once again, I'm really excited about seeing football here in the community again. We had an experiment here this past season with Arena League football in the city. It had been over 15 years since we had that. It was a great success. They won the championship, so there's no pressure on you guys to bring your football program in here. But it's something I think is going to be. This is a football community, and I'm very thrilled to see that aspect brought here. I think it's going to really enhance the market here, and it's going to really grow the brand here. And I look forward, anything we can do at the city level, you let us know. Ginny, you have a great board chairwoman in Ginny Fabber, and she's been great to get to know over the years and has been a mentor to me as well. So thank you very much.
Beyond our gratitude, I do want to say, Governor Justice, that we had one ask, that you would take a photograph of the entire football team. Apparently, the Secretary of Veteran Affairs for the state of West Virginia, his grandson, is one of our football players. And we would like to have you outside with the entire football team if you would oblige. But
I've got one ask after you get through about the football team too.
Congressman McKinley, when a lot of this started taking place, Congressman passed on to me, whatever you need, let me know. I love a man who's true to his word. Because last Thursday I said, Congressman, I'm terrified. This, what's going on here scares me. I'm a mom, I have 2 kids. Education is important, this university is important, and sometimes you're caught in situations and you don't know what to do. And in dire straits, you reach out to those that are willing to help. And I said, I need the governor. I need the governor's assistance. And within an hour, the phone call rang, And I have to say that they said, do you need money? And I said, oh, no. And the CFO, Jeff Strader, said to me, don't ever say that again. I said, no, I don't need money. I just need Jim Justice to do what he does best. Just help us. They say you can judge a man's character by his actions. And Jim Justice, thank you for being a man of character. In a time when you didn't have to do something, you did. And you helped us and you've saved us, and we are forever grateful. And I appreciate you. I've learned over the last 3 weeks that a building doesn't really make up a university, that a campus doesn't make up a university, that it is a feeling, it is a life, it is the alumni, it is the students, it is the staff, it is the faculty, it is the community, and it is all of that is grateful for your actions and for your care. And we are forever indebted to you. Wheeling University will live on, and we are proud to be a part of today. So over the last 50 years, the Wheeling Catholic Diocese is a testament to what they believe in, the amount of money that they have invested in the diocese has invested in the presence of higher education, a Catholic higher education. So again, I thank you for your commitment for this year and to the commitment to furthering the higher education Catholic University, Wheeling University. So thank you for being here. So ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the Wheeling Catholic Diocese gifted us $2 million. So please, if you leave here knowing anything, know that people care. But we are fine. We're going to be fine. We have all year, no worries. Please tell your mom and dad. I know they're worried. Tell them everything is fine. But tell them more importantly that you belong to a university. You're going to a school where people care about you, because that's what we do here. So without further ado, I will allow you to have your ask.
My ask is for this gentleman right here, you, to come here. To come here. And you to come here. Now, you wanted your picture made with me, and we'll do that provided there's some way that you can get my hair again to look like this guy, this guy, or this guy. That's my ask. And so guys, I'll be glad to take a picture with you. I'm really proud of what you're doing. I love athletes, and I've been a coach my whole life, and I think, I think there's 650 freshmen coming in this year. Is that correct? I missed that. Okay. Well, we'll get more coming.